It's Block Lounge Entertainment, and the time is right with T-Pre.
So I know that most of the sector is currently watching Shakim'S show right now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to talk about this, but I am going to play a timer for you guys so that we can get right into this conversation. I think there's a lot to unpack in what was happening on Shakim'S show. I did watch In the Clouds. I listened to everything. And I'm going to discuss my thoughts on that conversation. I thought it was a very interesting conversation. Also, a much needed conversation because there was a lot of things that came out that I think deserve some highlights. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and get into that tonight. But again, I'm going to play a timer for you guys so that we can get right into that. But yeah, we are definitely going to talk about a lot of these things tonight. And again, this is in regards to Shakim'S show and taking responsibility. Okay. And so you guys bear with me just a moment while I go ahead and get you guys prepared. So I hope everybody is having a great, great Saturday evening. Shout out to all of you who are in the clouds. I know that there is a huge show going on with Shakim'S show. Everybody loves to tune into the drama, loves to tune into the bullshit, right? So that's just the sector for you. But I'm going to have a very candid conversation about Shakim'S show, right? And as y'all know and have gotten to know T Pre over the years, y'all know I really don't give a fuck about people's feelings. I don't care about, hurting your feelings and you feeling some type of way about my opinion and all that other stuff. Okay. So there very well may be some things that I say that you just might not like. Okay. And it just is what it is. You're entitled to your opinion about it. You're entitled to speak on it, just like I'm entitled to speak on things as well. So there's a few things that happened in the conversation on Shakim's panel that I thought was pretty interesting, actually. I was listening to the men on this panel, and I also listened to Breaking the Culture get on the panel and the little things that she had to say. I listened to what Shakim was saying in regards to how, he never wanted any of this to happen and how it's all my fault and everything else. So here's my thing, right? I really think that one of the biggest problems with this situation that has now spiraled completely out of control and is really, just messing with people's livelihood and so forth and so on. It's got people calling women out their name and all this stuff, and women that have never done anything to them, out of their name and all this other crazy stuff. Here's my thing about that, right? I really think that one of the problems here is that no one wants to actually take their own responsibility for whatever happened with this situation. Okay. And I'm going to take Nikki out of this for a second, because even though Nikki and I are not getting along, I will admit my wrong in the situation, as I have already done, right? And, I'm not going to blame her for that situation. I'm also going to add that I could have been more transparent with her in regards to how I felt. But I think she knows now, just from hearing my videos and from hearing me, even if she don't like the answer to that, I think she understands that, hey, I didn't tell you a lot of things because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. There was a lot of stuff I knew you were going through, and I really just did not want to hurt your feelings. And I shared those emotions and those feelings. I vented those feelings to who I thought was a friend. Whether that's right or wrong, I have to take responsibility for how that came out. I can't take responsibility for somebody else, though. And that's what I really want to get into. And that's what I think has been the biggest problem in this situation, is that everybody wants to kind of like pass blame to everybody else and not take their own responsibility in these situations. So let's start with me. Okay. Let me start with me. Like I said, I should not have ever had that conversation with Breaking the Culture, whether she was my friend or not. I should not have had that conversation with her. And that's just what it is. And I regret that. I don't know if, I should have trusted her like I did. And that I take responsibility for. I take responsibility for talking to somebody who I couldn't trust, for having conversation with someone who, I thought I could trust, but I couldn't. But I have to own that. I, chose to converse with her, even though I saw that there may have been some things she was doing that was sketchy. Even though I don't think that what she was doing on the sketchy side added up to me not talking to her. It just simply added up to me not doing business with her, or me not doing, having business dealings with her. That was really the only thing. Other than that, I didn't think I couldn't, talk to Breaking the Culture, because Breaking and I have talked about a lot of things that have never gotten leaked to the sector, never gotten leaked to anybody. There's things that I've talked with her about that she's never told y'all. And there's things that she's told me I've never told y'all. So I don't think, that break-in could have been trusted. But I didn't see that at the time. I didn't really know, I didn't read the cards. Okay. I didn't see that at the time. And excuse me, guys, I'm like talking to y'all and doing something at the same time. But anyway, okay, so here we go. So yeah, I really didn't see all that. And, I should not have had that conversation with her. I should have been more proactive in seeing what I was dealing with and who I was dealing with when in talking with her and in conversing with Breaking the Culture. Okay. So I absolutely take that responsibility for that. But what I'm not going to do is take responsibility for Breaking the Culture's behavior. And I'm also not going to take responsibility for Shakim'S behavior. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Okay. Because I know y'all are going to listen. The reason why I'm not going to take responsibility for anybody else in this situation, as they shouldn't with me, is because every single one of us are adults. We all make choices. We all have the choice to do or not do something. Not a single one of us put a gun to anybody's head and made anybody talk about anything. Not one of us did. Nobody did that to me. That was voluntary when I had that conversation with Breaking the Culture privately. That was a voluntary conversation. Nobody forced me to have that conversation with her. She did not coerce me into having that conversation with her. The same thing with her. Nobody forced her to say anything like that about what we had talked about in confidence and in private as friends. I never did anything to you, and you still can't show and pinpoint anything that I've ever done to you, Breaking the Culture, for you want to leak conversations that we've had. You literally cannot pinpoint any of that because I never did anything to you. I responded to you. Literally responded to your shit. Now that all your videos are privated, it's kind of difficult to pinpoint any of that stuff. But I think the sector has seen enough. But either way, nobody has control over your behavior, and nobody has control over what you decide to do. You and Nikki were going back and forth with each other. You and Nikki were feeling some type of way towards each other. And because you were feeling some type of way with Nikki and you were feeling some type of way with these other women, and because you had your little friends and your little minions in your ear telling you, yeah, yo, T Pre is coming for you too. And T Pre is doing this and screenshotting this and sending you that and making it appear like I'm really doing all that. You tried to come for me. You tried to fall out with me and add me to that whole group of women that you wanted to go back and forth with. Let's keep it a bean. Like, we're going to stop pretending. That's what happened. That's what you did. And so you wanted to fall out publicly with me. And you put out information on a conversation that I had with you privately. Again, I take full responsibility for having a conversation with a snake. It just is what it is. But you know damn well how and why we had that conversation. And that's just is what it is as well. But again, I don't have control over you. You have control over you. You are an adult. A grown-ass woman. Yeah, you might be very immature. You might be a mother who doesn't take care of your kids. You might not have all your kids in your life and all that stuff, but you are still a grown-ass woman. And nobody has control over you but you. Only you, Breaking the Culture. So you never had to leak that conversation. You chose to leak the conversation because you wanted to hurt Nikki. And now you got all the trolls out talking shit You're kind of just falling back and just letting everybody else do it. And then we come with Shakim with this video tonight. And in this video, you done spilled all this stuff and showed all the cash apps and everything and proving again over and over. Proving again to everybody that you not a broke nigga. I don't think you're a broke nigga. I really don't. I don't think anybody else does either. But the part that got me on what you said, Shakim, everything else you said, all the roasting of Nikki, talking about me, talking about, I turned it off after a while. But all the stuff you said, okay. Until you got to the point where you said, all of this stuff that's happening, you didn't want to see it happen. You didn't want this to all happen. This is all my fault for having this conversation with breaking the culture of silence. You hadn't talked to me in 6 months. And then I went and leaked everything you told me to breaking the culture of silence. Is that really so, sir? Because you just mentioned something tonight to the public that I never talked about to anybody, because she would have been able to repeat it to you. You mentioned a lot of things to me, sir, a whole lot of things to me that I never talked about with anybody. I only talked about those particular things, and I told you why I talked about those particular things, and you were okay with that. Why all of a sudden now you have this huge problem? Cut it the fuck out, Shakim. At the end of the day, you wanted to go live and talk about this stuff as you have been because you want to save face with the sector. It's understandable. You're a fucking content creator. You want to uphold your reputation, as I do, and anyone else does, sir. But you need to take responsibility for the fact that you don't owe the sector an explanation about every little thing that's being said about you. Just like I don't. And just like I don't give the sector an explanation about every little thing that's said about me. There's a whole lot of shit that be floating around in these YouTube streets in this little sector being said about Black Lounge and being said about T-Pre. All kinds of shit. And I am literally not bothered, honey. But when you start talking about criminal stuff with me, like saying that, I'm not really a financial officer and I'm not really this and that. Yeah, I'm going to prove you niggas as liars. Period. And you ain't got to like it. But I refuse to run around here showing every little conversation and every little text message and every little email and every little receipt of every little thing over somebody. Because at some point, right? At some point, it becomes bullying. It becomes punching down on somebody. We get it. You're not a broke nigga. We get it. You were mad that she was sending me super chats while she owed you money. But it could have stayed at that. You're the one that let the trolls talk you into telling this full story. And only you, not no breaking the culture, not myself, not Kip, not P, not anybody else that was on that panel with you, can take responsibility for that, but you. You ain't gotta like what the fuck I'm saying. You really don't gotta like what I'm saying. I'm not here to please you. I'm here to give my motherfucking opinion. And you ain't gotta like that shit. You can hate watch. You can hate dislike. It doesn't matter. Engagement is engagement. It still gets me paid. So at the end of the day, you need to accept responsibility for the fact that going live to talk in depth about that situation with you and Nikki, giving all the details to the public was not necessary. And now here we are with all this bullshit. And the only one you want to blame is me. Me. A person who, yes, takes responsibility for having a conversation with a snake. A person who I trusted. A person who I confided in. Mm-hmm. What's your excuse? Because you had a conversation with the public. I didn't. So you need to take responsibility for your actions with this, because this situation is as big as it is because of you, sir. You leaked all of these details to the sector. Not breaking the culture, not me. And I'm not trying to take the heat off breaking the culture because she shouldn't have said it, but at least she can admit that. At least she said that shit tonight. Maybe I shouldn't have said everything that T-Pre, I shouldn't have said all that. She did say that. Y'all go back and check that shit. At least the bitch can admit some fuck shit. At least me, I can admit some fuck shit. It's your turn, Shakim. When are you going to admit your fuck shit? When are you going to take responsibility in this situation? Because again, nobody in the sector had to know any of these details. Nobody. You chose to tell it because a couple trolls told you to. I don't know what you're going to do about that. But I think that you are the one that created now what we have. Now we've got these men jumping up on the panels, calling people all out their names, and these women haven't done a motherfucking thing to them. I'm talking about men in their 50s. We've got all kinds of stuff going on behind you deciding to go live and talk about this publicly like you did. Because again, you can't blame T-Pre because T-Pre did not have a public conversation. I had a conversation with a friend privately. So we're going to stop playing fucking semantics and playing fucking games and just admit that it's your self-esteem and your issues with how you want everybody to accept you and everything about you. So you just have to, every time somebody says something about you, just got to go and you do that shit. Like I said, I get it if you're trying to keep up your own reputation over stuff like crime or even what I said about you. I could see you going forward and showing evidence of you not having HIV. I could see that. Because in anger, I talk that shit. I could see you saying, you know what? Let me show you these fucking results. In a situation like that, I could see. But not for every fucking thing. You have literally spilled this entire fucking story to the sector because of your fucking pride. And it wasn't that motherfucking serious. And the fact that you would just brush over the person who actually put it out publicly and just say, yeah, well, forget about you. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, T-Pre, you were wrong for having this conversation with your friend. Even though I have conversations with my friends, even though I talk about people in the sector with my friends, how dare you talk about people in the sector with your friends? You're not going to put this on me. You are going to take blame for what you are doing in this situation. You are going to accept responsibility, young man, for your actions in this situation. Because again, that situation could have died weeks ago. But you chose to bring it up and to go from panel to panel and talk about this on a campaign. I tried my best to support you in that because I knew that's what you wanted to do. And I knew that wasn't a good look. And it wasn't because I didn't want to take responsibility for it. It was because I had taken responsibility for it. And it could have died with my responsibility. It really could have. But where do you take responsibility? Because this is nothing but entertainment for the sector. Nobody gives a fuck, Shakim, whether or not you're broke or whether you are broke or any of that shit. Nobody fucking cares, for real. That's not a crime if you are broke or not broke. It's not going to matter. So I'm not sure why you needed to spill this entire story to the sector and then turn around and gaslight the sector and say, I never wanted this to happen. Well, nigga, why didn't you keep your fucking mouth shut? Why didn't you turn your StreamYard off? Like, you the one that leaked all this shit. Nobody did that but you. So what the fuck you mean you didn't want this all to happen? And what the fuck did you think Nikki was going to do? I'm not trying to say I'm cool with Nikki and I'm great on everything with Nikki. I'm not saying that shit. But I got to say this. What the fuck did you think Nikki was going to do? That's something about bitch-ass niggas like you. It's bitch-ass niggas like you that think you could just say whatever you want to a female and that female's supposed to go off in the corner, off in the dark and cower off and cry in the corner. And they ain't supposed to speak back to you bitch-ass niggas. The fuck is wrong with you? What did you fucking think she was going to do? Did you think she was going to actually respond to you? You didn't think she was going to respond? What did you expect? This is what I'm saying about soft motherfuckers. Can't say nothing to these niggas. I get it. But your anger towards Nikki and your feelings towards Nikki didn't call for this much. It just didn't. Because at the end of the fucking day, what did you prove? But that you a fucking bitch ass nigga and that you a fucking snitch. That's all you proved. Literally. You didn't prove nothing else. And like I said, you ain't gotta like what the fuck I'm saying. You can go and have all the manic live streams you motherfucking want to, nigga. But facts are facts. At the end of the day, you are a grown ass motherfucking man. Bitches, I'm sure, have talked about you in the past. If it brings you to this level, you might be the problem. You might be the problem. I'm just saying. Because all of this stuff about Nikki does not have to be public like this. Now, I want to address what you said to Muslim. Because I never said what Nikki said verbatim. I read Nikki's community post. And I said, if in the event, Muslim, this is fact, that would really definitely be a problem. I also did tell you about how I felt funny in regards to you asking me for my address in 2021, because I went back to the email that I have from you. This was not in the chats. You asked me for my address by email. Now, the conversation started off in the chat, sir. And I was only joking with you because you did say something to Shakim about a hookah. And I was like, ooh, I want a hookah, but I don't smoke hookahs. I was just playing with you. I didn't think you were actually going to email me and ask me for my address. But you did. And you asked me to give it to you by the next day. And I emailed you back and told you, oh, I'm no longer interested in it. I really could have told you I was just playing, but I didn't. I just said, I'm not interested in it. And you said, okay, let me know if, you want one or something like that. I read it earlier after you tried to tell them that you asked me for my address in the chat, because you didn't. But yes, I felt uncomfortable about you asking me for my address. Of course, I wasn't going to give you my address. That's why I was only playing about, I don't smoke hookahs. I was only playing about wanting a hookah. I didn't know it was that serious. But the point is, yes, sir. That's what I felt. And I felt you have moved very funny in this sector, and you have. We're not going to pretend you haven't. We're not going to act like you haven't. I'm not here to pat you on your back and pretend that you haven't tried to tell me all types of stuff. I'm not going to pat you on your back and try to pretend that you haven't tried to start stuff directly between me and other people in this sector. You have, period. And I've called you out on it publicly and privately. So, sir, yeah, I said exactly what I said. You're welcome to hear that video or not. But I never said you were going to go to jail and you're going to be in trouble. What I said was, for those in the back, if in the event this is fact and this is true that Nikki is saying, you got a problem. And that's true. Now, I don't know what's up with the bail bondsman thing. I don't know any of that. I'm giving my fucking opinion. That's the morning opinion show. This is what I do. I give my opinion. I might give an opinion about you. I might give an opinion about myself. I might give an opinion about somebody else. It doesn't matter. Nobody is not going, I'm not going to cover anybody and not speak on you because it might make you feel some type of way. What are you talking about? Get off of YouTube. That's what this is. It's a space full of people giving opinions. How many times I got to say that to y'all? So I might give an opinion on something I see in the sector. And you're welcome to hate watch or not. It's up to you. But I'm not going to stop giving opinions. That doesn't mean that I have a dislike for you. I suddenly am against you and all that stuff. No, Shakim, we don't need you to rally up all the troops to be on your side. You can dislike me on your own, sir. You and Stefan together. You and him on y'all little butt island together. There you go. Okay, allegedly. But the bottom line is, I have been doing this since I started doing this. I've been giving opinions. There is a plethora of videos of me giving opinions, either on the sector or on other sectors, on other topics, on actual news. This is what T-Pre does. And again, it's not up for discussion on whether you'd like it or not. That's just that. But I just wanted to address that. I don't have no problem with Muslim. I just said what I said. And I meant what I said. But you actually proved yourself correct that, you're no longer practicing as a bondsman. And that's just what it is. So I stand corrected on that. But I definitely wanted to know. I mean, that's a hot topic. And I really think that's something very interesting that Nikki said. And I wasn't going to brush over it. So, but yes, I stand corrected on that. But either way, the bottom line is, sir, I'm going to need you, Shakim, to take full responsibility for your part in this situation. Either way, regardless of what Breaking the Culture was saying, what conversation I had with Breaking the Culture, all of that shit, it doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, you did not have to be on these YouTube streets telling everybody these stories about the beds and about what her apartment looked like and all this other stuff. And then she's going back and clapping back at your ass and saying, no, this nigga's broken. He's stealing my forks and all this other shit. And now you shocked that she out here talking shit about you. Like, nigga, you why the fuck are you talking about her? Why? That was not, everybody did not have to know. Literally, everybody did not have to know that. Even if whatever Breaking the Culture said and whatever we talked about and whatever she leaked out and tried to leak out, because I never told Breaking the Culture that she owed a lot of people money. She heard that after y'all were saying it. And then she started saying, yeah, T. Pre told me that. No, the fuck, I never fucking told her that. I told her she asked me for money for her husband. That's what I told her. I never told her about her owing people money and all this shit. I told her about her owing Shakim money. That's it. I didn't tell her about all these other people. Some of these people I didn't even know about. So again, y'all just letting this bitch just play y'all. And nobody had to know any of that stuff. And the amounts and everything else too. Like, all of this is behind y'all, you going live and talking about this woman and leaking information about her, Shakim. And then she's jumping back up and clapping back at you. And when niggas clap back at you, you act all shocked and surprised and, oh my God, I can't believe this bitch is standing up for herself. Oh my God. Like, what type of niggas is these? You talk about you got these upstanding women and like, oh my God. Listen, boy, stop it. Stop it. Like, I really don't want to talk shit about your mother, but I'm just going to say, at the end of the fucking day, sir, okay, I can't see any upstanding man with an upstanding mother doing the shit you do when it comes to women. And that's just that. Like, you can say whatever you want to the sector, full of the circus sector, where you want everybody's in the land of make-believe around here. That's fine. But what you revealed to the sector tonight about your mother having an illness is what you told me. And I never, ever shared that with anybody. I'm not even going to say what type of illness it is. But I'm going to need you to stop pretending for everybody else. And keep it real. At the end of the day, you need to dig deep down inside and figure out what made you leak all of this information to the sector. You did not have to share this full story with the sector and share this full context with the sector. But every single time you get on a panel, somebody asks you a question, you talk more and more and more and more and more. And literally, nobody's able to do that with me. There is stuff that people are mad because they can't get me to tell them what they want me to tell them. Pissed off. Well, you say everything else. Do I? Do I? Because really, I don't. You only heard not even a tenth of something that was said. And because of that 1/10 of a blow up, you think I just leak everybody's shit. And no, the fuck I don't. And I'm damn sure not going to go telling everything that me and Nikki talked about. I'm not going to talk about every issue that I have with her. Because it's not necessary. Who the fuck are y'all that I got to explain that stuff to y'all? That is not affecting me and my lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? What you guys saying something about me talking about Nikki is not affecting my lifestyle. Me and what I feel about Nikki, that's not affecting my lifestyle. You talking about my profession is different. But you talking about me and how, me and Nikki interact and all that stuff, that is literally not affecting my lifestyle. So I don't owe you niggas an explanation about everything. I will give you some context to some things since Shakim'S been out here telling you every goddamn thing. But other than that, I'm not doing that shit. Y'all niggas is mad about it. Some of y'all are pissed about that. Can't believe I won't leak it all to you. Because I don't owe you niggas that. And I don't know why Shakim thinks he does. But that is something, sir, you need to explore. You need to find out why you think that everybody is owed an explanation about this situation with you and who was your friend. It's time to do some self-reflection around here. Like you want you want to hop on panels and jump up like a bitch, telling bitches that they need to take responsibility. Spell fucking responsibility, bitch. That you want people to take responsibility. Bitch, you take responsibility. Because you're the only one out here swinging like a fucking female over a situation that didn't have to be out here. You wanted this to be out here. So when are you going to take responsibility? I've taken my responsibility. I even heard the bitch breaking the culture fucking take responsibility. Hell, tonight, that bitch even took responsibility. When are you going to take responsibility and end this bullshit? Because at this point, sir, you looking like a whole fucking bitch out here. You're looking like you like Buffy the fucking vampire slaying bitch out this motherfucker. That's exactly how you looking. Like a bitch. Like a female. I can't even disrespect females like this because females wouldn't even keep going and going and going like this bullshit. Even me and Breaking the Culture stopped that bullshit. It's time to move the fuck on. I still don't like that hoe. She still don't like me. But niggas is moving the fuck on. I might throw a couple jabs here and there. She might throw a couple jabs here and there. But I'm not about to keep going live after live stream about this dumb bitch. Just like I'm pretty sure she ain't going to keep doing that about me. Move the fuck on, Shakim. Get the fuck over some shit. It don't even matter that you haven't been live and you haven't had the ability to go live. Do something else. You ain't got nothing else to talk about? That's all you got is Nikki and T-Pre and Eyes Antonia and every other female in the sector that tells your bitch ass about yourself? That's all you got? You ain't got nothing else, bitch? Okay. That makes sense. Because you probably don't. You probably literally don't have anything else to fucking talk about. But to get up here double dutching with the bitches every fucking day. Looking like a motherfucking bitch. And that's all I got to say to this bitch ass nigga. Let me go ahead and read y'all comments real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this show. I do truly appreciate y'all for being in the building. Shout out to D. Darrell for being in the building. What's up, Supreme? You said, Darrell, you said trolls control his content. That's a damn motherfucking shame, right? I'm just saying, like, it don't make no fucking sense that this nigga will allow trolls to literally control his fucking content. He will talk, whatever they say is how he's just going to go about life. And then look at you like you crazy because you looking at him like he crazy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Take responsibility for your own motherfucking behavior, period. You said, and he didn't make any money from let's talk about that real quick, okay? Because here's the thing. You told me that your channel was demonetized because of a video that the Flacco had flagged or something like that. I know it was a video about Flacco. And he didn't say Flacco flagged it, but he said it was a video about Flacco, and that YouTube had said that it was hate speech, or it was bullying or cyberbullying or something like that. Hold on, guys. So yeah, it was cyberbullying or something like that. And so they demonetized his channel. And then he was like not able to go live for a while. So yeah, like he's not even getting paid to do this shit. Like this is, nigga, you just doing this shit for free? Like you're not, nigga, I'm getting paid right now as I'm talking to y'all. Like right now, I would not even be wasting my time not talking about this bullshit, and the money is not ticking every time. Okay, yes, I'm getting paid. Okay, I'm not sitting here just, it's not, it's not like life-changing money, but I'm still getting some dollars, a couple dollars to be talking to y'all. Okay, like at least make it worth your while, son. The fuck? That shit's crazy. You said what's up to the Godfather. You said what's up, Supreme. You said Darrell Spears, chilling, bro. Looking forward to your take on all this. I am definitely looking forward to that, Darrell. You said, yeah, I'm going live in almost an hour, but on Larry Reed issues. Okay, yeah, I'm going to be there for that, Darrell, because there's a whole lot going on with that. I'm probably going to go talking about that a little bit more on Monday. I did want to do something this morning on it, on the Morning Opinion, but I don't be wanting to be going live on Saturday mornings, to be honest with you. That's my time to chill. So I'll probably be live again on Monday to make sure that we can talk about that. But shout out to you, Darrell, for the super chat. You said T-Pre getting paid. Okay, $19.99. I'll go ahead and put that up in just a second, Darrell, when I get to that. You said he is a big snitch. Exactly. Like, that's all you proven, sir. Is that you a fucking snitch? That's it. That's literally all he's fucking proven. That's it. You said D. Darrell Spears, Sectors TV will be in attendance. Me too. We're definitely coming on over there because I definitely want to hear what you're talking about. What's up, Mikey? I appreciate you being in the building. You said fair is fair, all gloves off if everybody's doing the same thing. Exactly, Mikey. Exactly. The fuck out of here. These bitch ass, soft ass niggas talking about, you talking about me. Bitch, get the fuck up out my motherfucking face. Put your motherfucking panties up and shut the fuck up, bitch. Stupid ass, bitch ass niggas. But you out here talking about every motherfucking body, though, and talking, leaking this and leaking that, and you got this and these super, how much you sent somebody and all this shit. You bitch ass motherfucking nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. All gloves off. Exactly. You said it's sad. You said T-Pre getting paid. Shout out to you, Darrell. I appreciate that. Peace, KKC. I appreciate you being in the building as well. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the show here. Make sure that you guys are hitting the like button. Hit that like button. Y'all be stingy on them likes. I know y'all like the fucking show. Dislike the shit if you don't like it. It don't matter. But make sure you put some type of information or something up there saying, yes, YouTube, we ain't fucking with this bitch, because guess what? YouTube is going to be like, make sure y'all watch this shit. Oh, YouTube, we hate this bitch. We dislike it. Guess what? YouTube is still going to put that shit in the algorithm. So make sure y'all hit the like, the dislike. It doesn't matter out here. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I truly appreciate all of y'all for always coming in the building and coming in. Make sure, again, that you are hitting that like button on the way out. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace, guys. And thank you guys again for watching.